What's up, guys? So in this video, we're going to be talking about time frames and how they affect the silver bullet tool. So every time frame that you go to is going to change the data. So while you may be on a 5-minute time frame between 8 to 10 and it has a 57% win rate, if you change to the 15, you have to remember that's going to change, because now this exact same time frame only has about a 47% win rate. And it's not winning currently. So that's not a setup that we want to take, right? So we have to be mindful of these things. If we go to the 30, it improves, but still that's not something we want to trade. If we go to the 1 hour, it's not a setup we want to trade. Now we can still take this trade on the 5-minute, but you have to take this trade on the 5-minute, right? Now we can find other profitable time frames on the 15, right? Like we could go to the 15 if we want this to be our primary time frame, and we can look for a setup. And we'll cover this later a little bit, how you can kind of blend the time frames. Let's just check this time out. 6 to 10, 46. Maybe we try a bit later in the day. Let's try post New York. That's a lot better, 53%. Let's see, there's a trade in here. Stop loss got hit on that one. Here's one where really just tight entry and then ran straight to TP. But if we go to the 5-minute now for this setup, it drops to a 52% win rate. So I mean, that's still pretty decent, but the profit factor is not great. So you could see the 15-minute would be a much better decision to take this specific time on. And I mean, you could always play with the setups as well, more trades or less trades. Right, 15-minute, you're probably only taking about 1 trade a day on that time frame, but 2 seems to be extremely helpful. I'd leave it at 2 or 3, but just wanted to show you the importance of time frames and how you can't really pick a setup and then trade it on any time frame. You have to find your setup on a specific time frame, trade it on that time frame, but you will be able to blend them. For example, you could just give you kind of a hint. You can find profitable setups on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, and then trade in line with those setups. But you do have to be mindful of this win rate. Remember, we always want to keep that positive. But again, like if we switch to the 1-minute, it actually is pretty good. So this is a pretty good scalping time. But the 3-minute, look, it drops miserably. So I know you probably get the point by now, but just want to show you how the tool works and how when you change time frames, it really does change everything. So you need to be mindful of that. See you guys in the next video.